I'm the Mr. C, and this is my One Wheel Crisis.
Today we'll be writing part 2 of Brandermill. A little feedback advised me that my videos are a tad long. Personally, I think they're not long enough, but I understand that I'm likely a minority in this case. This segment is only 16 minutes long and goes from Northwich through Commodore Point. Come on along and let's see how it goes. One of my viewers said they'd like to see more of the houses as we go by. So in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera sideways as we go by each of the houses in cul-de-sacs. Let me know what you think below. During the last filming run, I took a bit of a spill. Fortunately, I'd already put my camera away. Nothing but a little road rash. Warning, I'm about to show you some road rash. And I fell on my pride. Right in front of a cute lady and her dog. I mean, I don't mind making a fool of myself, but I prefer to do it privately. That way you can just lie there and do a slow check of your equipment instead of having to pop up like a jack-in-the-box croaking out, "I'm fine, all good, no worries here." I have had an absolute blast this last 2 weeks riding around and saying hello to everybody. A special thanks to subscriber number 27. Thanks for coming out and making my day, neighbor. To Steve, who owns Creative Construction Remodeling of Virginia. To the most chill guy I think I have ever seen on Popular Drive, whose dog dislikes me, but always flashes my peace sign back at me. Once when his back was to me. To the lady who asked how far I'd gotten with my filming. I'm sorry I couldn't turn around, but I haven't mastered back into the left yet. Thanks for giving me the warm fuzzies, though. To the guy out walking his dog on the trail who leaned in real close as I passed by and whispered, "I love your videos." Odd but very cool. To the lady on Shalford Landing Road who was effusive about my one wheel. It made me feel amazing. And also the young man who told me his grandmother just watched the video the other day. And also Mr. N from Facebook for just being an all-around great guy. Thank you all for making me feel welcome and giving me the impetus to keep making more videos. And thanks most of all to my 30 subscribers. Love you guys. scorecard. The Brandermillians was not well received. It was seen by the largest number of viewers yet at 320, but only 7.7% average view duration, the second worst of my videos based on that criteria. Was it too long or not interesting? Leave your comments below and let me know. I won't be doing Entomology Corner this time, but we'll be discussing the villain of the season, pollen. Specifically, pine pollen. That'll make the audio pop. We've all seen it on our cars, drifts between the medians, and the foxfire-like dance of clouds of pollen buffeted back and forth by the cars as they travel to and fro. You can see I'm dragging a rooster tail of the stuff in the video most of the time. Pine pollen is one of the most common types of tree pollen across central Virginia. With its large grain size and bright colors, it's the easiest to spot. However, few people are actually allergic to pine pollen because it's too large to invade our systems. Most people are bothered by other tree pollens like hickory, oak, along with maple, alder, and elm trees. There are also some grass pollens now to go with the trees. And the show doesn't end when the grasses stop germinating. Pollen is in the air almost 9 months of the year. After trees and grasses come most weeds, followed by ragweed in the late summer until the first frost. And ragweed is my personal kryptonite. Conifers transfer their pollen from male to female cones not by insects, birds, or other pollinators, but by wind. The primitive shotgun approach to pollination accounts for the huge quantity of pollen each tree produces. Nature just accepts the fact that the wind will blow nearly all of the pollen to the wrong places. On the other hand, it takes only one little pollen grain among billions in a pollen cloud to do the trick. Conifer pollen grains are equipped with two tiny ear-like flaps that improve the grain's ability to ride in the wind. The ears behave like tiny little parachutes. If you had a microscope, this is what you'd see. Proponents of pine, and that's not something I'd ever thought I'd hear outside of George Brett, suggest it may promote healing and protect against a wide variety of issues including acne, eczema, hangovers, heart disease, and high cholesterol, and also assist with increase testosterone, reduce inflammation, anti-aging, stimulate the immune system, boost brain health, support detoxification, promote weight loss, alleviate pain, and prevent some forms of cancer. Yeah. Pollen is what happens when flowers can't keep it in their plants. What is the difference between a bee from the UK and a bee from the US? A UK bee carries pollen, and the US bee carries data. The band most likely to be blasting out of the speakers of your local beehive? Pollen Oats. These 5 houses on what effectively are McTyrie's Cove Court are amazing houses, and if anyone who owns them ever feels the perverse urge to let me inside and just to take a look around, I would not turn it down. This is the 23rd anniversary of the Clutch album, The Elephant Riders, one of my favorites. I would define Clutch as an Appalachian garage rock band, and they've been around since the early 90s. If you haven't heard them, give the album a listen. I've included the links below. If you are familiar with them and you also think they rock, give us a hooty-hoo in the comments below. I saw this on the internet and thought I'd share. I'm not sure if that's kosher or if that just makes me old. Kind of like my mom printing out stuff from the internet and carrying it around and giving it to people. All I could think when I saw it was, oh, those religious pigeons. They're the worst. Always looking down on you. Well, that is it for this time. Thanks for spending the time and taking the ride. And remember, the best way to support my channel and myself is by liking, subscribing, and sharing the living bejeebus out of my videos.